Well, year in and year out, Camarillo and Ventura are almost always in the playoffs. So when they meet in the regular season, it's always a big matchup. Hey, let's check back in with Cinere de los Santos, who's live at Cronies in Ventura. She has the highlights.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. I'm at Cronies in Ventura. I was at the Camarillo game. They were playing against Ventura at Ventura, and guess what? It was homecoming for the Cougars. So enough talking. Let's get cracking to the highlights. Camarillo, the visitors in this one, but pumped up to take on the Cougars in Ventura. Check out their sign. They say, get your popcorn ready, folks. We're about to put on a show. We're going to get this party started in the first quarter. Jake Moss hands it off to Aaron Lamb, and he zigzags in and out of traffic for the first down, although the Scorpions would have to settle for a field goal this time around. Camarillo would get on the board first 3-0. Now same quarter, Cam on the attack again. This time Moss hooking up with Jonathan Martinez, who makes one heck of a somersault catch. Next play, Moss hits Carson Anderson, and he is just a tad bit short for the touchdown. So that would lead to this. Moss with the quarterback sneak, and he is in. Camarillo now leads it over Ventura 10-0. To the second quarter we go. Ventura looks to get on the board. That'd be quarterback Jake Gutierrez, who hits Joey Thompson. And now Ventura is in position to score. The handoff to Brock Mortensen, and he strolls on in for the touchdown untouched. Ventura now down by 3. Camarillo looking to get that one back. Moss jets it over to Jonathan Cottrell, and he was running tonight, so that would eventually lead to this. A group effort here by the Scorpions as they push Moss in for his second touchdown of the night. The kick was no good, so Camarillo leads it 16-7. And there is much more. With 25 seconds left before the half, Ventura putting on a show. Gutierrez showing off his arm, connecting with Chaz Hunter. So with the clock running down, Gutierrez can't find the open man, so he takes this one himself in the other direction. He is in for the touchdown. Halftime score in this one, 16-14 in favor of Camarillo. Ventura would come back in the fourth quarter to beat the Scorpions in the final, 27-23. Oh, so you guys are sitting here with the coaching staff from Ventura. They are now 4-1 on this season. Next week, they will have Hart at home, which will be another big game for Ventura. A lot of coaching staff here. We have Boyna in the back. We have Pacifica off to the side. You know, they're all celebrating a really good win. Mike, we're going to go ahead and send it back to you in the studio.
Hey, Cinere, thanks a lot. Great win for Ventura, winning late. Well, welcome home, Santa Barbara. The Road Weary Dons playing their first of just 3 home games this year. Peabody Stadium was supposed to be under construction by now, but it was delayed. Tonight they hosted Royal High School. Friday Football Focus reporter Trevor Saffel was there. He joins us live in studio with the highlights.
Well, Mike, the Dons coming into this game looking for some answers after getting absolutely steamrolled by Lompoc last week, 64-0. Santa Barbara with a good chance to get back on track tonight as they hosted a Royal squad that is currently winless on the year. The Dons hoping to get things going at home. First quarter, Gabardella finds Drati, who makes a nice leaping catch while getting his feet taken out from under him. One of the few offensive highlights in this one, as both teams would struggle to score. Fast forward second quarter, Ruben Velez trying to find a hole, but Daniel Henderson makes a big stop. Very next play is Velez on the carry again. Ball's on the ground. Jacob Magdalena knocks it loose, and they're there to recover it. Ashton Arnold jumps on it. Highlanders unable to capitalize. Dons with the ball again, and it's a bad snap. Number 65 on the field. Nameless on your roster is making a nice recovery, actually trapping the ball underneath them. But blame Max Prep for us not having your name, buddy. Royal once again not able to do anything with the turnover. A few possessions later, Chris Hewlin fakes the handoff. He's running. He's got the end zone in front of him. Look, it's taken down at the 2, and they've got 3 tries to make it in from the 2. They settle for a field goal, and Angel Velasquez says you will get nothing and like it. He blocks the kick and sends the game into halftime with the score 0-0. Dons would actually go on to win this one 7-3. Next week, Santa Barbara faces a tough challenge as they take on Pacifica. Live tonight from the studios, Trevor Saffel. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Trevor, thanks a lot. Dons moving to 2-3 on the season. Well, the San Marcos Royals making their second straight trip to the Oxnard area. They fell short at Hueneme last week. Now San Marcos had to deal with a very physical Channel Islands team. Raiders are off to a solid 3-1 start. Their only loss so far was to the Dons. We start this one off early in the first quarter. Tommy Silva hands off to Josue Cabrera, who finds little resistance as, hey, just a nice Friday stroll into the end zone for an early 7-0 Raiders lead. The lights come on at Raiders way. San Marcos with the ball now, but quarterback Jacob Verriel is going nowhere. He takes a sack from Wallace Tagada, and he struck a pose. Raiders back with the ball, and this time it's Michael Barker finding room to run. He hits the hole, gets a few nice blocks, and he's off to the races. 57 yards for the score. Channel Islands making it look easy at 14-0. Not much in it for San Marcos in this one, but here's a nice completion from Verriel to Luis Mancino for a first down. However, Verriel going to go down a couple plays later. CI dominating the line of scrimmage in this one. Jalen Paluga with the sack. Channel Islands back at it. Cabrera getting the ball, fakes out a defender on the sideline with a stutter step, and he's going to race 34 yards for the gain. Next up, it's Barker picking up some tough yards on the ground, keep the ball moving, and finally it's Gilbert Panchoya. He joins in the fun, brushes off one defender, heads to the corner, gets the angle, and he's got 6 points. Extra point is good. 21-0 Raiders late in the first half. All Channel Islands, they whitewashed the Royals 38-0. The Raiders will remain home next week when they take on Simi Valley. San Marcos home to Nordhoff, which should be a competitive game. Two of the better Ventura County teams west of the Camarillo grade getting together in Oxnard. The Buena Bulldogs and Pacifica Tritons have both played a strong schedule and both entered tonight's game at 2-2. Tritons figured to be happy playing almost anybody else than last week's opponent, Mighty Calabasas. Start this off with Pacifica up 10-3, threatening to score in the third quarter. But Raul Sandoval lobs this pass a little too deep, and Tyler Oliveras picks it off in the end zone. And he's happy to take this one out and going up for nice field position for his team. Now next drive for Pacific is Adrian Barraza with a nice spin move, but he's going to pay for it as he gets tossed into the netting. That's going to draw a penalty and set up Pacifica with that long field goal. It's good, 13-3 for the home team. Now the Bulldogs have plenty of fight in them. Quarterback Brian Yanez faking the handoff, turns and fires this one deep to Grayson Roca. He makes the defender miss, runs into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs, and Buena now down just 3, 13-10. Pacifica had a lot of success handing the ball off to Barraza. Here he is on a sweep and making a nice cutback to get his team down inside the 20. Tritons would stall out, try to make something happen on 4th and 3, but Buena doesn't buy the fake. Sandoval coming up well short. Buena now has the ball, and it's time for a little razzle-dazzle. The old hook and ladder play. It's reeled in by number 44 on Pacifica. Slips past his tacklers for a nice gain. Fourth quarter, Pacifica ball, and there's a fumble. Sandoval drops it on the sneak, sets up Buena. Good field possession. Yanez drops back. He finds Gustavo Rivera on the sidelines. Touchdown. Extra point miss. Buena up 16-13. Pacifica would get the lead back soon after that. Barraza finishing off a tough run, ending Pacifica's run of futility in the red zone. It's 20-16 Tritons, and they would hold on to win it. In fact, Pacifica wins it on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Raul Sandoval to Daniel Moraga with just 8 seconds left. Good to have a star in Daniel Moraga, isn't it? Next up for Buena, another road game against Rio Mesa. Well, the Carpinteria Warriors scored their first points of the season last week, and they also announced their first victory in 2016. Tonight, the Warriors with a tough opponent, former Tri-Valley League school Oak Park. It's been lighting up the scoreboard. Let's see if the Warriors defense could slow down an Eagles team that has scored 45 or more points 3 times already this year. Move to the second quarter, Oak Park up 14-7. Vincenzo Granatelli getting the defense to bite on the play action. Michael Hewitt wide open downfield. 40 yards for the score. Eagles up 21-7 at half. Third quarter, Warriors with the ball. Jacob Garside taking the handoff, makes some nice cuts, picks up a nice game, but very next play, Leo Vargas' turn, and it looks like he's got some room, but Reese Smith knocks the ball loose. Oak Park recovers it. Good field position. Vincent Gonzalez runs it untouched. 28-7 Eagles. Oak Park kicked and recovers an onside kick. And, hey, we told you their offense was good. 4th and 12 from the 33. They air it out. He's no ordinary Smith. Reese Smith making the highlight reel catch. Oak Park pours it on. They win 40-7. So next week is a big one for Carpinteria. Could make their season, their rivalry game against Bishop Diego. When we come back, we still have highlights of more games, including St. Bonaventure on the road, plus Oaks Christian home to Vista Murrieta. We also might take a look back at that San Ynez game. Had to pull out of those highlights early. We got the full package later. And 8 is enough. Laguna Blanca looks to apply the full Nelson to Fulton. 8-man football action on the way.